It's Monday! What is Monday? Yes, it is Power Ranking NHL by your Coach Frenchy. So don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. It's Monday. What happening, Coach, with Monday? Of course it is. It's my Power Ranking NHL going to be present to you right now after all the game happening last week. And we know, I just want to mention to you, our Power Ranking a little bit different. So we start the game the Monday to Sunday and not to Sunday to Saturday. And we do this because we believe the weekend should be all together. So and then I usually does my power ranking NHL the Sunday night after the last game, and then I reevaluate what happenings during the weeks, and then after that I go to do my power ranking and I do my presentation to you, Hockey Nation fans. And but before we start, we want to invite you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live Show. And finally, you can reach me anytime on my Twitter account where I bring a lot of news during the hockey night, the night. I'm watching many games and I bring every goal and everything going on, milestone and breaking news, injuries, all this fun thing like that. And I bring to you on my account, Twitter account under Coach Frenchy 10X. So you can join me there. You can DM me at any time. Finally, before we start the power ranking, I want to invite you. Don't forget, every Monday to Friday with my co-host, Michael Devellano. He co-hosts our daily show every day, Monday, Friday, 11 o'clock Eastern Time on for the Hockey Nation Live Show. So you have everything. Monday, it's all about the power ranking. Tuesday is the hot and cold top five of the players of the team. Wednesday, the trophies race. And then we go all the way every day with something new. We bring a lot of fun things. We follow very well the Montreal Canadiens. I bring preview, post game. I do the same too with the Florida Panthers. So listen, this is possible because of you. So don't forget to join us, subscribe, talk to us. That's what we love to do every single day. So let's start with the power ranking of the week with your Coach Frenchy. Let's start with number 31. It's the Detroit Red Wings. Now you're going to tell me, Coach, geez, they win 2 games this week. What's wrong with you? Listen, they win 2 games on the full game. I know they have a good week, honestly, maybe one of the best of the league of the year for them. But at some point, they cannot go nowhere. And Central Division, they're going to finish last. And I don't see how they can pick it up over other team. You're going to see the next couple of seconds. And the San Jose Sharks drop off 3 because other team have a better week this week. And, they did not win at all this week. They have 0 and 2. And I have to put it down 3. I advanced a team I was shocked this week because they won 2 of the 3 games. And they surprised, good team in the North Division I'm talking about. And they are coming now. The Ottawa Senators, they beat the Montreal Canadiens Monday night. I think it was Tuesday night, by the way. And then they beat the Calgary Flames, and then the Calgary Flames beat them Saturday night. So that's what's happening. So they are jumping from one spot from 30-29. That's the highest rank they got this year so far. For San Jose, that's a lower rank they got so far also for San Jose. They play without Carlson. So very impressive, the team, the Ottawa Senators, to be honest with you. Other teams struggle a lot. Did not win the last 6 games with a W. Is Anaheim Ducks. They are 0-1-2 last week. And again, it's a team, honestly, they jumped one spot, but, they not play at the level they should play, to be honest with you. They have a difficult year, to be honest with you. A couple of players they're missing during the year, but still, with all the potential they have, they should be better at 28. Another team, very disappointment last week. 1-3-1. Honestly, they have 2-1. And I apologize for the mistake. I dropped them of one spot of 26 to 27. And but again, it's a team with a lot of problems behind the bench with Kroger. And then you have, their captain and Taylor Hall, Jeff Skinner, Ramus Dallin. All those players are unhappy and they make a lot of big conversation over there. Who can we betray? Whatever it is. Canucks Vancouver kind of have another bad week last week. Whatever they play well, not good enough to beat anybody. They have played only 2 games last week. They are on the day week off. I dropped them the 4 because other teams during that same time they play better, and it's a team disappoint. Weeks after weeks, and hopefully we cannot put them more lower, but they have struggled. Now, another team really surprised me this week is the Nashville Predator, the top 5 better record with 3-1-0. After 4, 5, 6 straight loss, they have a great week last week, beat twice the Columbus, and I put them 3 spot higher. And it's also happening with the Matthias Ekholm come back in the lineup and the roster, and that make maybe a transformation team so far. So great to see him like this. The New York Rangers, I dropped them at 1 spot. They are 23rd last week. They have a 1-2-0. They play better as a team. They're missing, of course, Panarin, Chesterkin, and Fontenay have a good weeks for them, but not good enough to put them higher. They should be at that spot all year long between 23 to 26. I don't see them to get better, for the rest of the year. But again, it's a team they're missing a lot there. Panarin. Number 23, the Los Angeles Kings. They got snapped their 5-6 straight win by the Minnesota Wild, but I still have a good week. They got 5 of the 8 points during the week. They are 2-1-1. I put them 2 spot higher. They was at 25th last week. Looking good over there. Is a team very surprised. Jonathan Quick, great in front of the net, and Peterson continues what he's doing. Dawson Brown, Kopitar, Drew Doughty, very well. Villari is another reason why they're looking good. Arizona 2-2 last week, 500. They lost again, Colorado Avalanche. It's not an easy team to beat. But overall, I put them 2 higher spot. Well, for some reason, first, other teams struggle. But also, they play for 500 right now. They are sit on the position 6 in this division. But still, it's a good team. Thorak, Garland, Kessel are out the last couple of games over there. And, that's a team 3 well. I did not move them low or lower. Whatever, they have 1-3-0. We're still looking who really they are. And they struggled a bit last week. To be honest with you, they got beat by Boston, by Washington. But again, because other team, I cannot put them over them yet. I let them at 20, 21, 20, and I'm not sure what happened next week. But it's a team right now. They are, lost 3 of the 4. It's something you have to get better if they want to stay at that level, at that spot for sure. 20 is the Dallas Star. 1 of the 3, they beat 1 time Florida. They lost 2 times against Florida, and they lost this weekend against Tampa Bay, and they play against Tampa Bay tonight. I did not move them higher, lower, because again, like I said, other teams did not do better. But again, I see them a bit higher during the season. And, they did not play a lot of games. They have a lot of injuries. Seguin, Redilov, Bishop, but the team, I think I would see them a bit higher at some point in the next 7 to 2 weeks. And then the team struggle a lot. It's Columbus 0-2-1. The 2 of them is against Nashville. They have no reason. They don't play well. They are losing 5 straight games right now. And it's a team struggle. And I put that 2 down spot. Roslovic don't do well. I know Laney scored 6 in 11 game over there. But still, I think it's a team have to get better. The Montreal Canadiens, we have is my team. They look bad. Montreal. They drop a 4, and they deserve it, to be honest with you. And I hope I could put lower, but the other team lower below them, they are not better. They got point against Ottawa and Winnipeg. They lost and shootout and OT, but still struggling. Lose against Ottawa. They fired the coach, and I don't know what could happen the next couple of weeks over there. There's a team struggle, to be honest with you. Carey Price looking bad, honestly. And I did a video. If you can jump on our YouTube channel, you can see why Montreal struggle. I make a video about that. You can learn about this. And number 17, it's a St. Louis Blues. Same thing, same situation with the Canadian. They lost, two last week out of 3 game. Finally they won 1, but they struggled for the last, 8 game, to be honest with you. And, they hope to see Tarasenko back on the lineup this week. So I will maybe helping them for sure. And I dropped them also, like the Montreal Canadiens, of 4 spots. So let's move on to now the 6th. We have to go with the Calgary Flames. I put them of 3 spot, 2-1-1. Oh no, 2 spot. I'm sorry, the number is not there, but they moved up 2 spot. Good weeks. I know they beat Ottawa, but at some point they have 5 points on the 8. Maybe one of their best week in the last couple weeks. Calgary is one word. In the beginning, yeah, do the same words. Inconsistency. They can win 2 games, they can lose 2 games. They can play 1 great game, you can play a bad game. Monahan, another great season over there. The team should be better. They compete against Montreal to get a spot in the playoff. The Chicago team, Chicago Blackhawks, another team surprised, went 2 out of 3. I know they play against Detroit 2 games on the 3, but still, the team looking good over there. They are number 15. I put them 1 spot higher. And, should be proud of what he do. And Patrick Kane got his 400 goal yesterday. And Lankinen for the net looking better, looking good since the beginning of the year. It's a team surprised everybody, to be honest with you. Number 14, the Pittsburgh Penguins, 2-2 this week. They lose yesterday 2-0. The only thing I would say it's not great over there is Malkin production. But otherwise, Jerry back who he is, letting score an OT this week. Is the team looking better and better? They're going to miss now Jason Zucker for the next month. That will maybe hurt them. But I put them one spot higher for this week. And we'll see what is going happening the next couple. They talk about maybe make a trade to get from Anaheim back well. Number 13, the best team of the weeks for the higher spot is the Minnesota Wild. 4-0-0. They won the last 6 game or 7 game. 5 spot higher. Really surprised everybody right now. They go now 13. They beat the Los Angeles King. They beat Anaheim. They're just on fire. Kaprizov, Zuccarello, and then Talbot is back in front of the net. It's a great team. On the flip side, the worst team of the weeks dropped a 6. And I'm hard on them because the team should be at the top 10, maybe top 7 is the Hurricanes because 3 of the last against Tampa Bay Lightning. That's the reason I've dropped them at 6. And they beat the Montreal, the Florida and OT shootout 4-3 Saturday night. But I don't expect them to be at 12. I see them to go higher. They play against Florida tonight. We'll see what happens. But it's a team, did not do well last week. Another team I'm hard also on them is the Florida Panthers 2-1-1. I dropped them to 4 because other teams have a better weeks. Honestly, it's not because them. It's just other teams have a great weeks last week. Florida is looking good. The last Saturday against Carolina. And like I just said, and shootout. But again, we'll see what is going happening with them tonight against Carolina. But that's what it should be between 9 to 12 all year long, to be honest with you. And they play a Southwest Division. New York Islanders, great weeks this week, 3-0-1. They lost an OT. Again, Washington, I could be wrong. I think it's Washington. But again, there was 11 last week. They did not lose all week. They have 7 on the 8 point. Good performance overall for them, and that's who they are. The last 8 games, they are doing well. They lost only 1 game in the last 8 games. So the next team, another team doing well, is the Washington Capitals, 3-0-1 like the Islanders. Good weeks overall. They beat the New Jersey yesterday 3-2. I spot them 3. They was 12 last week. That's the team with Islanders should be a top 10 until the end of the year. Could be a little bit higher. They can maybe go 6. But again, it's the team. Both of them going to compete against Boston Bruins and the Philadelphia Flyers. So honestly, 4 the best 10 team in NHL are coming for the East Division. Number 8, The Winnipeg Jets played only 2 games last week, and they won both against Montreal, honestly. And they are these 2 spot higher. They was number 10 last week, as the teams could be there. Top 8, have a great year so far. And plus, they got now Pierre-Luc Dubois with Sheffield and Wheeler. That's a dangerous line, maybe one of the best line in the NHL. And I can wait what could happen with them. And Elbilk play an amazing game Saturday. I saved over 40 shot against Montreal. They won 2-1 and OT, a goal of Hellers. Number 7, 2-1-0 the last Saturday against Toronto. I put them 2 spot higher. Look great over there. 10-2-1 the last 13 game for Edmonton. Not only Tresol and McDavid, but Mike Schmidt have an amazing, great weeks last week. And I think they deserve to be number 7. I'm not sure they will be higher at 8 at the end of the year, but as the teams could be fine for the 12. Number 6, Flyers, 3-0-0, higher 3 spot. There's the higher rank they got this year. The team's coming back after a couple of weeks on the COVID-19. They're looking great last week. They Giroux back. Carter Hart with a shootout yesterday. Brian Elliott have another shootout also. A team looking great this week, and that's the reason I put them 3 higher spot, and they rank number 6. But again, as a team, I would be honestly a little bit more about 8. Now, Boston Bruins have 1-2-0, and they dropped from 2 to 5. And they said, they lost, they lost 4 to 6 games, and they gave 13 goals prior to win yesterday 4-1 against the Rangers. They have a really bad weeks overall. And then is the team's going to compete top 5, I believe maybe top 6 at some points during the year. They're going to compete against Colorado, Vegas, Toronto, and the Lightning, to be honest with you. But that's what I think they should not go higher at 5 at the end of the year. Colorado have a 50-50 good week. They lost 2 games against Vegas, and then they won 2 games against Arizona. 1 game against Minnesota, by the way, and 1 for Vegas. They dropped them for 1 spot for 3rd to 4th. I think they are good. They did not find who they are really yet, because we expect better to them. Whatsoever, they have 11-6-0 record, but I think they will be fine. Don't worry about them. They will be back normal, I'm pretty sure, very soon. The Vegas go from 4 to 3. I shift the position between Colorado, Vegas. There are 2 teams going to be 1 and 2 at the end of the year in the West Division. Vegas won 2-0-0. They have a day off, a couple of days off. That's the week. Looking good so far, and we'll see what's going happening. They play again tonight against Minnesota. They are number 2 in the West Division. A big game between both formations. Tampa Bay, a great, amazing week. 4-0-0 last week. They jumped from 5 to 2. They beat 3 times the Carolina Hurricanes, and finally they beat also the number 2. Finally, number 1. Yes, they are. Yes, because for the 2nd week, they are number 1 for the first time this year. This is the first time I name the same team back to back is the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know they are 2-1-0, but listen, they play 2 of the 3 games without Matthews, and I think that to play without him and to be the Edmonton Oilers, I think they deserve to be number 1. Of course, also they don't play without Anderson. They missed a couple of games without Muzzin, Thornton, and Hyman. So whatsoever is missing in the lineup, they produce and they do well. And they are my number 1 this week for the Power Ranking Hockey Nation Live show. And before we leave, this is your coach, Coach Frenchy, of course. And I invite you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page on the Hockey Nation Live show. And don't forget this, our daily show every day, Monday to Friday, 11 o'clock, with my co-host, Michael DeVellano. And like we do every time we finish a video, you hockey fans, whatever who you are, remember, yes, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great week. Look forward to see you next Monday for another Power Ranking Hockey Nation Live show. Have an amazing, great week, everybody.